welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. Welcome if this is your first time stopping by. If you are new here, I usually do a spin the wheel TBR, but I have a very specific want for the month of October and when it comes to reading some of these books. So I am not doing the spin the wheel TBR this month. I am just going to tell you some of my October hopefuls, and you'll pretty much know why. It's pretty obvious, but yeah, let's just get into this, shall we? So this may or may not get new books in this list. Yeah, there's just so many good fall releases that are making me want to buy them all, unfortunately. So I can't say that this is going to be my final TBR, but I do want to show you what I have picked out here. So first, I have a book that was just released called Witches Get Stuff Done. This is by Molly Harper, and this was a title and cover by. So I'm pretty sure it's about a girl who goes to live in a inherited house that's haunted, and she is discovering some magic, something like that. I don't know too much about it, but there's also always a love story with a romance book, so you can expect that just from the cover of a male and a female on here. So also my dream house would be Victorian style, so this little picture in the top corner is really calling my name. Also Gilmore Girls, Luke's coffee shirt. So and also behind me Luke's coffee mug, very fall, so enjoy the background. But yeah, so this is the first one on my TBR. Next, Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I've heard incredible things. This is a Regency fairy tale, fae romance. So it's fantasy, but also not fantasy. I don't know too much about it, to be completely honest. It just says it's difficult to find a husband in Regency England when you're a young lady with only half a soul. Heard amazing things. I obviously am very easily influenced. Okay, next, it was on my last month's TBR, or maybe it wasn't on last month's, but it was a hopeful for last month. As you may or may not know, I was in Europe for 10 days. So I read as much as I possibly could before I left, but I obviously did not get to everything on my TBR for last month. This one, The 7-Year Slip, is high on my list because I've heard amazing things. I've heard people cry. I've heard that the love story is just absolutely beautiful and so unique, so I'm very excited about this one. Another one that was on last month's, Assistant to the Villain. This is still a very anticipated release for me, so I was super excited to get my hands on it when it came out, and I am lazy and have not picked this up yet, but very excited. Next is The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry. I believe I mentioned this in my seasonal fall TBR. This one has to do with wizards. There's a romance. As you guys know, anything like that kind of fits the vibe of this season, so this is the next one. And then I had to add in a cozy mystery because, as you guys know, it's my thing. So Shady Hollow. I've heard so many incredible things about this series. I've been wanting to pick it up. I picked up just the first one. I had to restrain myself from just buying them all because they're all super, super cute. Look at this, like, it's so cute. But I'm pretty sure it's about a fox, and she is solving a mystery with her animal friends, which I think is absolutely adorable and perfect for fall. Also, I mentioned this previously. As you can see, one of these is completely damaged down here, but the Payback's a Witch, From Bad to Curse, Back in a Spell, and I believe In Charm's Way also just recently came out. I have not bought that one yet because I still have 3 to get through before I can get to that one, and I, again, have to restrain myself. But another witchy romance series that I'm absolutely excited to dive into. Then we have What You Gonna Do, which I think I've told you guys several times that this is the most beautiful cover I've ever seen. I love everything about this cover. I don't know who designed it, but wow, it's stunning. Oh, it tells you right here, Katie Anderson. She nailed this. This was a cover by, and I cannot get over it. Based on what I've seen online, I don't think it has the best reviews, but this cover, I would give this 2 stars just at the beginning, so we can add an extra 3 stars if it's just a 3-star book. It gets 5 stars because it's cover. It's beautiful. Then here's a book that was on last month's TBR that I started and did not finish. The Dead Romantics. Again, everything I've heard about this book is that it's incredible. I've heard a couple things that are a little weird, but for the most part, top tier. And it's by the same author as A 7-Year Slip. So she's getting a lot of hype right now. This one came out last year. I did start it and I got to page 16, chapter 2. So really not very far. Whoops. I am not going to remember anything that happened. But very excited for this. Even though, oh, actually I do remember what happened in the first chapter. But I'm very excited about this because it has to do with books, it has to do with publishing, and it also has to do with ghosts. So I think it's kind of overall just a really good vibe for October. But very excited. And then the last book that is on this TBR that I am already well into, except for where is my bookmark? Ah, I found it. I'm on chapter 14, page 112, The Kiss Curse. I absolutely loved the XX. I read it in my 24-hour readathon. If you guys saw that, loved that book. It was so good. I know that it doesn't have like super high ratings on Goodreads, but sometimes I love the cheesy romance, and that one gave me a 5-star feeling. So this one, it's already there. I'm telling you, I love this couple, and I know that Erin Sterling is writing a 3rd one. It's not coming out anytime soon, but I know that I will be purchasing whatever book she comes out with, because her writing, it just gets me. It's very easy to read. It's a really easy breezy book to get into. The author's writing is just very easy to digest, and I love the witchy town that this whole place takes place in. It's called Graves Glen. It is just the most picturesque Halloween town that if you were literally to jump into the movie Halloween Town or Hocus Pocus, like if you've seen the most recent Hocus Pocus, the store in that movie reminds me a lot of the store that this the main character in this one, Gwen, and her mother own and Vivi worked at. So it's a really cute romance. I highly recommend for October. These books literally take place, I believe, in the month of October, so it's like the absolute perfect situation here. So I highly recommend you to read these, and then we can talk about it in the comments and talk about how amazing they are, because I am obsessed. So now that is a very ambitious October TBR. I know I'm not going to get to all of them, especially because I have Wildfire coming, and Wildfire is Hannah Grace's new author, Hannah Grace's new book that is coming out in her Icebreaker series, or Maple Hills series, I believe it's called. And I loved Icebreaker. It was a 5-star read for me. I still think about that book. I think about the shower scenes. I think about everything in that book. It was so good. My favorite book boyfriend so far that I've come across, and I really loved that one. So I pre-ordered the next one. It came yesterday, and I was not happy with the quality that it was kind of beaten up a bit, and I'm pretty particular about the books that I grab. So I am getting a new one, and I sent that back to Amazon, so it should be coming very soon. But I am super excited, and that will definitely be a read this month. That one is like top level, like absolute need to read, and it takes place in like fall campy vibe, and it's perfect for October, as I've said, for almost every book in this TBR. So to be honest, let's talk about like the books I think I'm really gonna get to. I'm really hoping for all of these, and I don't really need like a mood read because they're all kind of a mood read for this month, but I'm really hoping to read Dead Romantics and 7-Year Slip, and I'm really hoping to get to at least one of the books, the Payback, I think Payback, which is the first one. Let's see. Yes. I'm really hoping to get to the first one in this series. If I don't get to all 3, it's okay. And then I really want to read J.D. Hollow, because I feel like this is like the perfect fall vibes. However, if I don't get to it this month, I know that November is still fall for me, so I can still put it in my fall. But I would like to get like, I'd like to get my true witchy books out of the way and just keep my fall vibes for November. and keep my witchy vibes in October if possible. I hope you guys have an amazing October, and I cannot wait to see what you guys read. Let me know in the comments below, what is your like #1 book you have to get to this month, and if you've read any of the books that are in my list that I need to prioritize. I will talk to you guys so soon, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!